Enough, my adoring fans. So as the media loses its collective poop over Russia's meddling in our election, turns out FBI Director James Comey tried to go public last summer on this very matter, but President Obama shot him down. So why would Mr. Obama not want to expose such meddling? Those revelations would have guaranteed Hillary's presidency, and we'd all be sitting at home right now throwing up. So could our beloved Obama have colluded with Putin to sink Hillary? After all, it's not like they were besties, more like worsties. They got along like hot sauce and genitals. Maybe this was payback for Clinton sparking the birther truth, rumor. To which I say, well done, Mr. Obama, if that's your real name. Anyway, Putin denies involvement.
Ronald Reagan once, debating about taxes and addressing the Americans, said, watch my lips. He said, no, watch my lips, no.
So, how did CNN respond?
Of course, just a fact check of Vladimir Putin. Of course, it was not Ronald Reagan. It was President George H.W. Bush who said, read my lips, no new taxes.
Great job, Katie. The poor guy, the poor guy who gave Putin that bad info is probably dead. And, of course, they're going to say it's suicide. Yes, Igor was so distraught over his mistake, he shot himself in the back of his head 6 times after removing his own fingernails. Meanwhile, it's nice to see the left finally caring about these evil Russians.
Russia, Russia, Russia.
He started sleeping at his smelters.
Trump associates and Russia.
Fake news coming over from Russia.
Sabotage in his smelters.
Russia, Russia, Russia.
Yep, after ignoring decades of communist-caused death and suffering, the left thinks Russia crossed the line now that they're on the internet.
Why is the guy running that bank getting a meeting with Jared? Jared Kushner is 36 years old. He's not that much older than Sergei was when he got out of spy school in Moscow. Maybe they talked about that. Vice President Mike Pence says he had no idea about any of that, never heard about any of it, never, what? That's shocking. Never heard any of it. And that's why somebody has decided to leak a portion of his 2005 tax return, which is how and why we got it tonight.
Russia, Russia, Russia. I gotta hand it to her. She's working it. But it makes me wonder, why? Why now? Do you know what today is? I have here in my hand a calendar. Take a look at today. It's April 1st, April Fool's Day. So what's in my hand now? What's in my hand now? A Wikipedia page, Rachel Maddow's Wikipedia page with her date of birth, which is April Fool's Day. Rachel Maddow was born on a day celebrated with the spreading of hoaxes. A day that marks fake news. Coincidence? It's also John Gosling's birthday. I hate John Gosling. Back to our Wikipedia page, which I printed, an exclusive printing from my exclusive computer. If you look closely, you will see the place of birth. She's born in a valley in California, within miles of a river, the Russian River. Back in 2014, Russia tried to block the Olympics' anti-doping efforts. In what sport? Well, what would you do in a river? You might swim. Who is an avid swimmer? You guessed it. And what of this valley she was born in? Castro Valley. Fidel Castro, who established ties with Russia, hoping to replicate their murderous dictatorship. It's as if dictators seem to anticipate Rachel's every move, like Putin, whose dissertation was on economics. It was 218 pages long. 218. I want you to let that number sink in. On episode 218 of Rachel Maddow's first year of shows, who was her guest? This man. Mr. Anthony Weiner, who helped ruin Hillary Clinton after it was revealed he had Hillary's emails on his filthy, filthy laptop. Anthony Weiner, how convenient. Could Russia have planned the whole thing with the help of someone signaling when the time was right? In Russia, Weiner is often called a kielbasa. On December 24th, 2013, the day before Christmas, Maddow tweeted this: "I know it'll be a hassle to fly with a huge fresh kielbasa, but how much hassle?" Who would tweet that about kielbasa unless it was a tip-off to the Russians about wiener? To sabotage Hillary Clinton on the exact same day, December 24th, 2013, Mikhail Kalashnikov, the father of the Soviet rifle, the AK-47, dies. He was only 94, Rachel. Why? Why? It was also Ricky Martin's birthday. The Bay of Pigs, kielbasa, Anthony Weiner, assault rifles, Ricky Martin. It's all coming together like the lurid batter that makes the deadly cake for a sinister figure on a dark day based on lies. Happy birthday, Rachel. You deserved it.